Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love MMA as much as I do. For Jon Jones to beat Stipe, he's going to have to rely on his talent to win this fight. I do believe he's more skilled in Stipe Miocic. He's more talented. He's just a better, not I want to say better fighter, but in terms of talent, it's him. You know, it's like recruiting college football players, high school football players to go play college football one day, right? You got a 3-star that you really like. Then there's the 5-star, and they both fit your program. So who are you more likely going to pursue more than the other? The 5-star, because the 5-star has more talent, he has more potential. Now later on down the road, let's say they both have a lot of success and all that, but clearly you're interested in the 5-star. What I'm saying is he clearly has more talent with how he fights, his approach. But Stipe is such a grinder. He's such a really hard worker. The way to beat him is, I would say he needs to beat him how he beat Daniel Cormier in the past. He needs to also attack him how Francis fought him in the second fight. He needs to pick him apart. He needs to pick his shots, go for takedowns, be ready to stuff takedowns. I believe Stipe is going to go for takedowns in this fight at some point. And stuff the takedowns. If anything, be patient when you fight Stipe. Be patient. Don't be the aggressor and try to go after him early, because then you're in his world. You need to do leg kicks, mix it up with body kicks, some jabs, side kicks to the thighs that he used to do at light heavyweight years ago. He needs to do some of that. Even bait Stipe into taking him down. Stop the takedown. I believe he would get the better of the grappling exchanges. And then eventually take him down and just pound him away and beat him up just like Francis was doing in that first round in the second fight that they had. And then open up and hit him more and more. And don't just be stationary when you fight Stipe. If you're stationary, you're letting him get in your face, you're asking for trouble. Because Jon Jones got rocked quite a few times at light heavyweight. And not to where he could have been knocked out, but if that was a heavyweight hitting him, he might have been knocked out, just like anybody else who fights at heavyweight, you know? Because Cormier's even admitted, getting hit by a 205-pounder is one thing. I mean, you can still get knocked out. I mean, I've never been in a cage fight. Of course you can get knocked out, but a guy who weighs about 50, 60 pounds more on fight day, you know, obviously it's more risky. So I expect Jon Jones not to be stationary. He's going to be moving a lot and shooting for takedowns. And actually, again, I wouldn't be surprised if he's letting Stipe try to take him down. So, again, I'm not an expert. I'm just a big fight fan. I've been watching these fights for a long time. And I feel like a lot of times when I talk about these fights, I'm usually right or I'm really close in terms of how they fight each other. So, for Jon Jones, he needs to be okay with this being a 5-round fight if it needs to be. Personally, I don't think this fight's going to go 5 rounds with whoever wins. Jon Jones will have to be technical. He's going to have to be smart. If he does those two things, he will win this fight. He will out-strategize Stipe. But if he gets in Stipe's face too long and makes us a brawl, I don't trust him to beat Stipe Miocic. Because Stipe's a bad boy. He hits hard. He's got a lot of knockouts. I've seen when he knocked out Verdum, he knocked him out walking backwards with a half decent looking punch and still knocked him out cold. And Verdum was coming off submission wins over Fedor, Nogueira, and Velasquez. So be careful. But if Jon wins, he just has to be smart, be patient, pick him apart on the perimeter, stay mobile, do not be stationary. If he does those things, he'll win this fight. If he does finish Stipe, which is most likely if he wins this fight, it will be later in the rounds when he realizes he has him on his back, he's on top of him, and he just picks him apart about like how he did Gustafsson and even Cormier, minus the head kick. Not to say it's not possible. I mean, Stipe has been knocked out a few times in his career, but something like that.